Hi, everyone. I'm going to walk you through all of the steps that we did today in class related to editing our radio story. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. Here we are. This is the folder that you dropped all of your audio in. You can see that there's a WAV file and an HPRJ file. Inside this folder, that's the larger kind of project folder. I'm just going to name this Kendall Audio JMS 120. Everything related to I want everything. Let me see if I can extend this. I don't know if I can make this any bigger. Um, Everything that is related to my project, I want to be saved inside this project folder. So everything that has anything to do with my audition file, anything that I'm going to be editing, I want to make sure that it lives within this folder. So let me make sure I can do that. Um, Maybe I can make this a little bit smaller. Okay. Inside this project folder, I am going to control click and have an audio folder. I'm going to control click and have an audition folder. And I'm going to control click and have an exports folder. And now I'm going to move all of my waveforms, my wave files. So I'm going to drag this into my audio folder, drag this into my audio folder, drag this into my audio folder, moving it all over. And then once there's no waveforms in these, I'm going to go ahead and delete these. So the goal is that all of the audio from my recorder lives in my audio folder. There's nothing in my audition folder. And then my export is anything that I edit, I'm going to save to my export folder. All right, now we're going to open up Audition. So I'm going to look for Audition, double click it, open it up. It's going to be the purple AU. And then once I open Audition, I'm going to go to File, Import. And now I'm going to import the audio files from my desktop, from my folder, from my audio folder. And I just kind of click at the bottom and pull upwards and import all of those files. Now I like to listen to the files to figure out which ones I want to use, right? So I might double click on this one and listen. Levels. Okay, so this is just me kind of talking in class, right? This one.
Yeah, that is it. It's recording.
Okay, this one I want to use. And then I also kind of isolated that this one was one that I wanted to use.
I just fulfilled
So the first step is to figure out which audio recordings you want to use. I want you to use the one where you ask questions and the one where you are not answering the questions. Once you've isolated the audio files that you're going to use, we're going to go back into Audition, and here we're going to go to File, New, File, New, Multi-Track Session. We're going to go ahead and open that, and I'm going to call it Kendall Audio. I'm going to browse, and I'm going to go to my desktop, to Kendall Audio, to my Audition folder, and I'm going to save it to my Audition folder. And then I'm going to press OK. And now I'm going to drag over the audio files that I want to use. And it's saying that it's a different kind of sample rate, which is okay. I'm just going to change it after the fact. So press OK, and that will allow it to change. When you create a random sequence, it doesn't necessarily match the settings that you recorded, but by dropping it in and overriding the settings, it will automatically match the settings of the recording that you recorded. Okay, so here's where you use the shortcuts. I'm going to put the shortcuts on Canvas so that you can see them. The space bar plays and pauses. You're going to want to solo the track that you're working on. Once you click on a track, you can zoom out with the minus key. You can zoom in with the plus key. I know that these recordings kind of start over here, so I'm going to just play the space bar.
Okay. Does your major and or minor impact your ability to get the classes you need?
Okay, I want to press stop when the playhead is in where I want to press stop where the playhead is where my waveforms are the lowest. And then I'll click the audio, Command K, delete what I don't want, and then press space.
I think so. There's not.
And here I can, if I zoom in, I can see this I'm gonna kind of hover and get this bracket and pull it. And now
I think so. There's not really a lot of people competing for media classes, so I think it's a little bit easier. But like gen ed classes, it was a little bit harder to get the ones that I needed.
Okay, once I get to the end, I'm going to kind of use my arrows to go backwards and forwards, select the audio command K, and this is a quote. I now have a quote that I might want to use at some point. So I'm basically just going through and deleting what I don't want to use. And then once we have it kind of ordered, we'll move them around. But right now, first, I want you to go through and kind of delete all of the portions of your audio that you don't want. When you're done with track one, you will solo track two and go ahead and do the same thing. So just isolate the items that you want to save. And then when you feel good about things, you'll go to File, Save, and it will save your SESX file here. And I can tell, okay, it is 203. I saved it at 203. This is the file that I'll double click on to open. And if I'm in my folder and I accidentally click on one of these, the way I get back to my editing track is to click on this SESX file. This is where I'm editing my actual story. Thanks.